I just finished my research project for 211. The Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines research as the collecting of information about a particular subject. You know how I found this definition? By doing research. One thing I can take away from this project is the idea that research isn't scary. In fact, we do research every day. Despite what I used to think, research isn't just scientific. Anyone can do research, and it can also be interesting. While it sounds unappealing to most people at first, being able to sit down with a play and dive into the reasons behind its plot and its characters and setting and structure not only gives the play a new meaning, but it also helps you look at other plays in more intelligent ways. Yes, research is interesting and harmless, but it also has its challenges. For me, the main challenge was learning how to use the library effectively and sometimes quickly. I found that the easiest way to do this was to first go onto the library's homepage, search for either the title of my play or the playwright, and then find that section as a whole in the library. It kind of gives you a bigger selection of books to choose from. As for checking out books, I found, as you probably know, that the checkout stations are easy. They even have self-checkout now, and that the books aren't due back until the end of the semester, so you have plenty of time to get the information you need, and you can keep the books in case you need them later. So another challenge I was faced with was finding newspaper articles that related to my specific play. Because I focused on William Congreve's The Way of the World, which was written in 1700, it was hard to find articles that pertained to the play and also to the time period in which the play was written. The solution to this was actually one of my biggest successes. I accidentally found the research database on JMU's library website. On this page, there's a theater and dance tab, and when you click on it, it gives you options like the playwright, play reviews and articles, and under each of these categories are a series of links to other academic research databases. And so through this, I found a ton of news articles that I ended up using in my project. In the midst of all the trials, I actually had one huge success. In the requirements of this project, you have to find a minimum of 4 quality website sources. So this means that they have to be more than just an article on a page, and they have to have other information in multiple pages and links. So this is really, really difficult to do, especially since Google doesn't necessarily filter web pages primarily on the quality of their information. After hours of looking, I finally found a website called The Costumer's Manifesto that has information on costumes of pretty much any time period and place that you can think of, along with videos and patterns on how to make the clothing. I strongly encourage you to look into this website and maybe even use it as one of your sources, because it's super helpful. Finally, what you've all been waiting for, here are some tips and tricks to completing this research project on time and in the best way possible. Number 1, work in the library. I found that working on the 3rd floor of the library was not only calming, but I actually lost track of time quite a few times because I was so focused on my work. Since it's the silent floor, there are almost no distractions, and most of your research books will be located on that floor anyway. Number 2, when skimming books, always start with the table of contents, and when using general theater histories, look for the dates. Dates are so important. Because once you know the date and the time and the place of your play, it's really easy to just look in the table of contents, find the date, find the place, and find that page. Finally, don't be afraid to research the small details. I had a lot of trouble with this in my research because I kept trying to want to research my play as a whole rather than looking at some of the smaller details within my play. But I found that not every source you look into has to be about your play as a whole. You can look into some of the smaller details of the work, and most likely you'll be able to find new information that you hadn't thought of before. All of this being said, this project is worth your time. As a theater artist, I have the skills now to look at plays through the eye of a dramaturg and see themes and ideas that I may have missed before. Knowing these missing details really helps not only actors, but directors and general production crews alike. And then as a student, I've learned not to fear research, and for my other classes, such as ones where I'm required to write papers and research for them, this project has taught me how to not only use JMU's library, but also to use online resources and find quality sources. I hope all of you enjoyed 211 as much as I did, and good luck on your projects. Bye!